we are getting screwed. Whether you're a little more conservative or a little more progressive, we're all getting screwed.
The Texas Senate race is getting really interesting. As James Talarico continues to skyrocket in popularity, his brain-dead MAGA opponents that he's going up against just keep embarrassing themselves, all at the behest of Donald Trump. It's honestly getting a little sad. From forgetting who they're running against to begging for money, these MAGA idiots are doing it all. And this idiocracy is beginning to reflect in the polls, where James Talarico is now the first Democrat to lead Texas polls since 1988. That's right, you read that correct, right? Is this really happening? Is Ken Paxton really that stupid? And can Texas turn blue this November? Yes, yes, and yes. Let's take a look at Ken Paxton.
And those are the things we need to let voters know, because most voters don't know. The mainstream media, as Trump would call the fake media, they're not exposing his real record. And right now, he's been on TV because he's got a lot of money coming in from California and other liberal states. So he had $30 million. When I finished my race, I had zero. So we're trying to get help from all over the country, so go to kenpaxton.com and help us, because we need help.
Begging Fox News supporters for financial support for your shitty, hate-filled campaign, all while glazing Trump, is honestly a fate worse than death for this guy. Just absolutely depraved. And you can see why he is stressing when you look at the true fundraising numbers. These top Senate fundraisers for the 2026 cycle has Jon Ossoff at number 1 at $98 million, unbelievable, and James Talarico at number 2 with $68.5 million. The top Republican doesn't even come in until Susan Collins at roughly around $19 million. A couple takeaways. Number one, a couple takeaways from this. Number one, Jon Ossoff can fundraise some fucking money. Holy shit. But number two is that Talarico is doing great with cash, and Paxton doesn't even make the list, right? He is so hated and despised, even within the Republican Party, he can't raise a fraction of what Talarico has. And conservatives continue to botch this whole race, all right? Tim Scott was on doing some PR for Senate Republicans on Fox News, and he just completely embarrasses himself, because if there is one thing you should know about your opponent, it's who they are and who they are running and where they're running. Yeah, take a look.
That means we have to stop Talarico in Michigan by electing Mike Rogers. Here's someone in Abdul El Said who says he wants to get rid of borders. He wants to punish police. He wants to defund police. He wants to defund ICE. How do we stop that from being a reality? Mike Rogers needs our support.
Wait, okay, so Talarico's in Michigan now? Where? Why didn't he bring up Talarico in the first place, right? It seems he's talking about Michigan, but whatever. Maybe he just mixed up his extremely charismatic, popular, progressive Senate candidates. You know, it happens to the best of us, I guess. But while these dumbass troglodytes struggle to string a sentence together, you've got Talarico doing this. Take a look.
We are getting screwed. Whether you're a little more conservative or a little more progressive, we're all getting screwed. None of us can afford groceries. None of us can afford gas. None of us can afford health care. The billionaire mega donors and corporate special interests that are buying the system, that are buying politicians like Ken Paxton, they don't care who you are. They don't care about your politics. They only care about their profits. They don't see us as Democrats and Republicans. They don't see red or blue. They see green. They see us as a group of people they can rip off. They see us as one opposing team. So we might as well start acting like one. It's time for us to come together across all these manufactured divisions, so that we can take on the people at the very top who have been screwing us over for far too long.
Just perfection, honestly, put into a clip, right? In a state like Texas, Talarico is seeing more grassroots support than any candidate would in like the bluest of blue states. He is popular because of his messaging, right? But like exactly what he says in the clip, by being a genuine, good, honest person who isn't, riddled with scandals and corruption. It reminds me of this Abdul El Sayed clip where he talks about what makes a good man. Take a look.
Hey, look, being a man is not about how you show up in the gym. It's like how you show up for your family.
Right.
It's about how you show up in your community.
Right, but this does benefit you.
Yes, it benefits me, it benefits other people, and it's like, it is a good discipline. I'm comfortable enough in knowing like what I am, that I can be silly and goof around like I would with my kids, and not be ashamed of it. Right? But you're out here trying to measure yourself relative to this like performance of masculinity, which is not real, not healthy, and like not sustainable. I I mean, like, what do you like? Is your whole persona just doing pull-ups all the time? Seems kind of empty to me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you should do pull-ups some of the time. Yeah. It's a good thing to do sometimes. But like, this is your whole thing?
Exactly, right? These MAGA perverts are so obsessed with being masculine, macho, good American patriots, but they are actually deeply insecure and beholden to whatever Donald Trump wants them to do and whatever their corporate benefactors want from them, and that is it. All of these guys, Mike Rogers, Ken Paxton, they're all the same, and they all should be absolutely ashamed of the attitude that they're putting out into this world. Whereas you have James Talarico, a good, honest person who is just committed to helping people get better, situations in their lives. And now he is getting attacked for admitting that his church helped an undocumented family years ago. Just take a look at this clip from RNC Research and just remember that this is what Republicans are trying to use as an attack.
Our church was really active in LGBTQ rights in the 90s. We caught some attention by letting an atheist join our church in the 2000s, and then in the 2010s, again, stirred some controversy by housing an undocumented family, a mother and son, who were close to being deported by ICE.
Can you imagine the rot and the hate you have to have in your heart to watch a clip like that and then see a problem with it? To see a problem with supporting immigrants or the LGBTQ community, right? It is just so foul. And it really just goes to show you the deep-seated depravity and rot that has invaded the Republican Party, because people are sick and tired, right? But the only avenue that they see forward is through division and otherizing and hate. But that's exactly what Talarico is fighting against and trying to give them a better tomorrow through actually coming together and supporting your community. And that is why he is getting support from every single major name in Texas.
I'm so tired that I'm willing to fight for what's right. And Talarico is what's right for this state.
And I want you to know my full, total, and complete weight is behind James Talarico.
And if having someone who will work for Texas and not for himself, then we must elect James Talarico in November.
James Talarico is surging in popularity. All the while, Ken Paxton whines and complains on Fox News about how he isn't getting enough money and he needs more money. But what he fails to understand and what he fails to comprehend is that he isn't getting money because, I don't know, he's not getting his name out there. This is one of the most popularized and it runs, in the country for years and years, right? This is a very big deal. He's not getting any money because he's a despicable little worm with no redeemable qualities, right? That's why he's not getting any money. He doesn't energize a base. He's not enthusiastic. He's not energized. He's not funny. He's not charismatic, right? He doesn't do anything besides just sit around and slump on his couch, eat Fritos, and just, that's it. Get photographed with women on vacation, that aren't his wife. Yeah, that's practically it. And he loves to ruin the lives of Texans. Right, I forgot about that one. His whole strategy here is just to hope and pray that he wins in November because he has an R next to his name instead of a D. And so just enough people will say that and be like, yep, I'm voting for the Republican. But if you look into this guy for even a quarter of a second, you realize that Ken Paxton is a depraved, sick piece of shit, right? But his strategy is just to lay back and hope not enough people notice and that James Talarico doesn't gain the popularity that he is actively getting right now. So if you agree that Ken Paxton is as rotten as they come and Talarico would do a much better job as a senator from Texas, be sure you subscribe to US Democratic Socialists for more progressive news like this. We post videos practically every single day, so be sure to join us here for more news like this. But I think that's going to do it for me. I'm Iago Lashua. Have a great day. Goodbye.